everyone, welcome to another episode of me talking awkwardly in front of a camera. I hope you enjoy. That was a song called Lose Control from Les Voyageurs. Les Voyageurs, The Voyage, either one you want to use. Yeah, that song was pretty cool. It was very chill. I wanted to go for a more slower approach to really figure out how to get a different feel with guitar specifically, and the song had 2 guitar parts in it, and I figured, well, why not get a little creative with it and see what more you can kind of add in. With the chord progression in the rhythm section, that first part of the video that you just saw, I was using an open G chord kind of chord placement, and so I'm only using 2 fingers basically the entire time, going up and down. My root note is on my A strings, and then the upper 10th interval, or a octave third from that root, is being used by my ring finger or my pinky, whichever one is comfortable for you. Hope that was actually really cool to see in play, and actually gives you a different idea on how you can basically play this exact song by yourself with an acoustic and having it as a good practice. I really like using those open chorded shapes because it makes the guitar sound open, but you still feel the different changes kind of go back and forth. Yeah, progression is pretty similar in the verses, so really easy to get a hold of in that. And then in the chorus it changes. It finally has the D chord in it, and then it has a shift to the third of that progression, or it goes to the 6, 3, 4 very quickly. It has that very nice syncopated pull, whichever one you want to use on there. Yeah, that was the rhythm. Really hope that was actually practical if you're still new to guitar, or if you just wanted something different to really kind of play along to or practice on if you sing and play at the same time. Really hope that was something that you could really grasp easily. Hope the chords make sense and really gets you thinking on feeling chord progressions and really seeing where they go. Awesome. For the next section, we'll be looking at the lighter chords that kind of drone over the whole bit of the chorus and the instrumental. And so I have it there. Look at my hand very closely and see what I'm kind of doing. The only sounds that I'm actually using for this song is just off of a reverb pedal from GFI Systems, Specular Reverb 2. Great pedal, have it sounding very lush, very full actually, and no drive, nothing else pushing anything. It's very, very clean sound, and using a hollow body along with it. So hope you enjoy that. Check it out.
Come on, baby, let me take you home. Come on, baby, let me take you home. Come on, baby, let me. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. From the moment that I wake up, even late at night. I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. From the moment that I wake up, even late at night. I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of.
Hope that was clear and cut. And for this next one, we'll be looking at the higher line that creates a nice, very overarching kind of tone that plays through the instrumental. Check it out.
I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of.
yeah, those are the guitar lines originally in the song themselves. I know for the higher line, I think I was adding a note, probably just to kind of resolve it a little bit in my head. I was adding in the high E in that kind of line when I walked down. Don't know if it's in there or if it's just me kind of adding in stuff, but hey, very, very close otherwise. But again, the whole point of this is to really find a different taste with guitar, with a song, a very different style of how you could kind of go about it, and bringing that song with a little bit more color as you play. And so with this next segment, I came up with a kind of a pushing picking line. And so it's a palm muted, very quick on the hits. So da 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 da. And so it's very syncopated, very, very hard on that click. So hope you get a cool idea from it, and see what you think.
You're the one I'm thinking of.
And then for this next line, what I did, I basically turned up my overdrive very, very high, and I'm hitting the low E string. And so I imagined in my head something that was just thick and heavy roaring in the background. And so with this song, it is chill, but you can still get away with it. So what it is, I'm just pounding the low E string, following the root notes, going up and down from there. I turned up my verb a little bit more, and I actually threw on a subtle pulsing tremolo effect on it. And so it really gives it that huge cavern roar kind of thing. Well, no better way than just to show you. Check it out.
Let me take you home. Come on, baby, let me. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. From the moment that I wake up, even late at night. I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. From the moment that I wake up, even late at night. I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of.
For the last part of this analyzing tutorial, in a way, is I took the same open chording style, and I now threw my root notes to the low E, and I have my upper octave third on the G string, and so it creates that nice open tone, and I'm getting away with hitting the D string in an open way. So still playing in the key of G, I just have a more open kind of chord going on. Let's have a listen.
Home, come on, baby, let me. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. From the moment that I wake up, even late at night. I wanna love you like the first time. You're the one I'm thinking of. I want nothing but to hold ya. I wanna taste your breath. I wanna know it like the first
There we go. That is Lose Control from Voyageur. Check him out, really cool guy. What else is there to say about it? Yeah, I totally added in some parts. Definitely, give or take, it does become a very interesting game of figuring out how much to put in and how little to put in. Some songs you just want as little as possible, and it's the best thing for it. But for me, I totally pushed the boundaries. Actually, as we go out, have a listen to all the parts put together. So this is all 5 guitar parts thrown in, and see what you think of it. From my opinion, it can be messy if you're out of time. And so that's one big thing that I've seen working with bands or other things, because if you have multiple things, like in a band, or you're playing multiple things, and if you're out of time, it makes it feel messy. And so with all these 5 parts, I did as freaking best as I could to really make sure staying on the beat with how they did, because you have a rhythm going 1 2 3 1 2 3, but then at the same time you got something going da 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 da, and then you also got the low roaring low end notes that's happening on the one. So da 3 4 hit, 3 4 hit, and then when it changes, da 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 da. Again, there's so many options when you know a lot of theory and a lot of the way that you would want something to sound, but then does it sound right? And then you're trying like 50 other parts to kind of add along into it. But have a listen. I thought this was pretty cool. Catch you in the next video. Another one will be coming soon. And again, stay well. Hope life is going well. Very well. Remain creative, and I will catch you in the next video. Have the best.